So I will not be taking any further criticism, and I will not be taking any disagreement, because my opinion is objectively right, and if you would disagree with me, I genuinely hope you get hit by a train. Womp womp. Have you ever wondered what the most effective exercises are for each muscle group? Well, today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing part 1 of 2, going over the most effective exercises for each muscle group, giving you reasons why, and giving you reasons why you should do this over other exercises. So make sure you stick around till the end, and make sure you come back for part 2 so that you can maximize your muscle gains. So it's your boy Big Slime. The first thing we're going to go over is mommy milkers, titties, and breasticles, sweater puppies. We're talking about chest first. Most lukewarm take ever. To supercharge your chest growth, you got to do some kind of bench press. So with these specific cues, have a small arch in your back, choose a grip width that fucking hits your chest hard, go super slow on the eccentric, make the bar touch your chest, and pause at the bottom. That's going to be how you're going to get the most out of the exercise. So why do we do this? As we know from Dr. Milo Wolf and Dr. Mike Isratel, and a bunch of other anecdotal evidence, including my own experience, stretch-mediated hypertrophy is the way to go. So any exercise that emphasizes the stretch is going to be the best option. The bench press has amazing micro-loadability. You can get down to 1 pound plates. So no stopping at 90 degrees. As we know, this is just straight up inferior. You're not taking the chest through its full range of motion. And in fact, if you have access to a bar that's cambered or is like a curved one, that would actually be the best option, because then you can go even deeper, get even better stretch, and get even more out of less weight. As far as what type should you do, incline or regular, whatever you want, really, honestly. So say that you want to post a thoughty little OnlyFans teaser, right? And you need a little bit of that under boob with some nipple tape action going on. Do a lot more regular bench press. That'll blow up your lower chest a lot more. And then say you want some more cleavage to show, right? Do more incline. Next, let's go after quads. Right now, we got to kind of sandwich the good shit in with the bad shit. We got to give you something awesome like chest, and then I got to give you like disease-ridden, terrible ass leg exercises, right? So that you stay around. Same logic that those like cringy ass like pickup artist YouTube channels use. The fucking push-pull method and shit.
The easiest way to manipulate girls is to do the push-pull. Give her the same emotional roller coaster by giving her tons of positive attention one day, then ghosting her for 2 weeks.
So basically, I'm sorry if you're, well, I guess I don't know, I just saw you, but hypothetically, well, since I just saw you and I guess we don't know each other, but,
yeah.
If, I guess necessarily it can't, if we put it into words, but,
by the way, if this is you and you still believe this shit after age 18, I believe that natural selection has fucking failed. But for quads, once again, another lukewarm take here. I believe that squats are going to be your best option, specifically some kind of Smith machine squat, hack squat, or if you have access to it, a belt squat. Now, why some kind of squat movement? Well, there really is no specific reason. Squats aren't like magical or something like a lot of people would say that they are. This could very well be leg extensions. However, the reason I chose this over leg extensions is most leg extensions are built like they're built fucking terribly. They stop way too early, you get no stretch in the muscle, and it essentially becomes a shortened partial, which, if we know anything about shortened partials, it's about as good at growing muscle as gooning. However, if you do have a way that you can make the leg extension machine better, like putting a yoga mat out like the bottom of it to get more of a stretch, or the machine that you have is not built like fucking dog shit, then yeah, you could use leg extensions. That would be perfectly fine to do. But I do also like the squat because of its micro loadability. All these are loaded with plates, and those can go all the way down to like literally 1 pound plates. Now, to get the most out of a squat movement, if you can, put something beneath your heels and also go all the way down. I'm talking slap your fucking nuts to the ground, ass cheeks on your heels, and then you're going to pause down there at the bottom and then go all the way up. And the reason I chose these machines over like a standard barbell squat is because I got soft hands, boy. I don't know nothing about work. I haven't been clocked in since the first day of 1982, right? But anyway, the reason I choose these right here is because more people feel safe overloading on these versus barbell squats. Belt squats, Smith machine squats, and hack squats are just a lot safer to overload on. So that's really the only reason. You can make probably argument for stability and stuff like that, but like if you squat right, it's still pretty fucking stable. Biceps. Now for developing the biceps, we should focus on weighted stretch. Now, for anyone who's watched any of my other videos, such as my biceps tier list video, you know that incline curls or behind the back cable curls are going to be the way to go. They have a lot of stretch to them. They're easy to overload on, and they're less easy to cheat the movement on than something like barbell curls. So I will not be taking any further criticism, and I will not be taking any disagreement, because my opinion is objectively right, and if you would disagree with me, I genuinely hope you get hit by a train. Now let's talk about the second ass cheeks or the butt pushing. I recommend barbell or safety squat bar good mornings, specifically with a little bit of a wider stance and some toe elevation. But your lower back is gonna explode. Good luck being paralyzed, you fucking loser.
My guy, you are ego lifting. You're not supposed to be good morning that weight. Are you scared of RDLs too? That's it. I'm gonna go dolphin dive off my nearest fucking bank.
Now, of course, I like this movement, like the stretch. So why don't I choose RDLs? Well, here's the reason. Good mornings have an amazing stimulus to fatigue ratio. I don't think I've ever gotten tired doing a set of good morning, but every time I do a set of RDLs, I feel like some sweaty construction guy just rode a jackhammer like a pogo stick over my nutsack. But also I like it more because it's more directed at the hamstrings. There's not as much grip strength needed. You also get more out of less weight, and it's easier to set up. Now, I recommend doing the toe elevation in the wide stance because of the stretch. So now we got to get calves out of the way. So for calves, I recommend the leg press or donkey calf raise, but I recommend you going as far down as you can go and pausing for like longer than you think you should at the bottom. I recommend doing this because it sucks and I want you to feel pain. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm recommending this because this, once again, is going to be the best way to grow. And since calves are a little bit more resistant to growth and people tend to bounce the weight a lot, which doesn't really do anything. And I got this little tip from Jeff Nippard. Leg press or donkey variant tends to get the most calf activation. If I had to guess as to why, I feel like you have to focus less on how like stable your back is and how straight up you're standing, like you would have to on like a calf raise machine. And the seated one just doesn't hit the upper part of the calf, which is what most people are trying to grow. Ability also. Once again, they also tend to have more micro loadability than regular calf raise machines. Regular calf raise machines, for some reason, just like to jump you like 30 pounds. Like, you don't make 30-pound jumps whenever you've been lifting for 5 years and you're natural. Unless you're David Lade, I guess, but what do I know? Cheeks, peaches, fucking butt, ass. We're talking about the glutes. So somebody who's had no fucking ass for pretty much my entire life, and recently has started to actually grow and develop a little bit of them fucking curves, you know? It depends. Do you have good activation? My experience, people, they have a hard time activating their glutes. They have a really fucking hard time activating their glutes. So if this is the case, I recommend you doing some kind of like cross-body medius kickback with a cable. It's just going to stretch the shit out of your glutes. It's pretty much the only thing working. And I recommend shortening the range of motion because if you go too high up, you really can't load it up very well. But that won't take you very far. So once you actually have good glute activation, I think what you should do is something like this right here. So I got this from Mike Isratel. This is a deficit sumo deadlift. I chose these over something like hip thrusts because they have a superior stretch without sacrificing the ability to load on them. Now go slow on the eccentric, touch the weights at the bottom briefly, and then make sure you push your knees out as you do it. Hey guys, quick pause in the middle of the video. Please subscribe, and here's the comments of the week. Thank you guys so much. Please like, share, subscribe, and watch more of my stuff. So to recap, we covered the chest. You should do some kind of barbell or even curved barbell move. You should do some kind of squat-based move with a heel elevation for the quads. You should do incline curls or behind the back cable curls for biceps. No exceptions. And then for calves, you should do some kind of leg press or donkey calf raise, pausing at the bottom. Glutes, you should do some kind of sumo/deficit deadlift.
This motherfucker forgot to recap hamstrings.
Now in video number 2, we'll be covering all the muscles of the shoulder, lats, triceps, abs. So I'll see you guys next time, and stay tuned for it.